dragged me to her room, to the window, and she was like, look down, it's right there.
Hi everyone!
Hey guys, what's up?
Welcome to the episode 4 of...
At the very least,
Okay.
today we're talking about BTO lah. Again,
Okay lah.
we talked about it, we touched about it
bit.
in episode 2.
My HFE story.
Yes.
I'm going to appeal.
Yes.
An agent friend of mine give me the link.
Oh!
Yes.
Wow, there's a whole link.
No lah, it's just to submit a...
Just an appeal letter, appeal
Appeal.
case kind of thing.
Yeah.
I hope it all goes well.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so we're touching about how do we put this modern BTOs and how there's like space constraints, I guess, like land constraints now in Singapore, because I feel like population is getting bigger and bigger, so obviously the government will have to cater to the bigger population by building more houses.
Yeah, but I still feel there's a lot of, balanced flats.
Okay, I don't know about that. I don't really
I
research
feel
it.
lah, okay, but never mind. So, should I touch on this? I feel like I want to talk about this.
The story
Yeah.
that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sure,
That
why
you
not?
don't know.
Yeah, bring it up.
Right. So, title of this, okay, actually I was looking into Reddit and I came across this. So, someone was saying that they were feeling pressured to be attached because of BTO. So entering my late 20s and I'm feeling so pressured to be attached. Everyone around me is getting attached and applying for BTO. My mother kept hinting me to find a partner and asked me how many of my peers have gotten their BTO already. I cried by myself immediately after that question. I did not witness a healthy relationship between my parents while growing up, which distorted my idea of what a relationship should be like. I have had past relationships and ignored the red flags because they were normalized at home, which caused me to get hurt. I have witnessed many people breaking up right before a marriage, after a long-term relationship, or staying in an unhappy relationship due to BTO. I truly feel lost and upset. I think the system for BTO in Singapore is causing many relationships to fail and making myself feel more pressured to get in a relationship soon. Although I am not really ready for it. Of course, I do want to feel loved by someone, but the practical housing reasons is pressuring me much more. Completely understand though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, if you view it from that perspective, you can say that the system is flawed in that way. Because it's so pressurizing, like the wait is so long, and then the criteria to BTO is number one, obviously if you're 35 and single and above, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're below 35, you have to be attached. More specifically, you have to be married.
Yeah.
You
But
have
I
to
feel
present a
like
cert.
it really depends on what you want in life. But I feel like if people are just getting into relationships just because they want to have BTO, it's a bit like you miss the purpose of like being in a actual relationship. But I get why she's feeling pressured, and of course she's in her late 20s. I feel at the olden age, our parents, they get married at a very young age.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite, to them it's a norm lah, for them to settle down at a younger age and then have children and then get their house. But for us at our age, yes, we do see people with the HDB hub post with the envelope thingy. Yeah, it to me, I feel like I'm jealous.
Because you cannot apply for BTO.
Why are you laughing?
Sorry. sorry. No, I laugh because I know it will work out. It's just funny the way you found out.
Cover. Yeah, okay. So, also another thing is for BTO, right? There's so many BTO horrors. Like, honestly, the land, right? I feel like a bit too close lah. Because my living room, I'm not going to expose where I live, but my living room, from where my living room window is, I could really see like my neighbouring block. I could see into their house. Like, so during dinner time, I'll be able to see like what they're doing. So some
What are they eating?
Yeah, some families not really that close. I use my telescope then can.
Use iPhone and zoom in.
Maybe like iPhone cannot lah. The camera not so good. But
Apple.
cannot lah. Blurry, it's pixelated. But yeah, so I think it's very close. Meaning if they can see, I can see them. Means they can see me.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I am staying at not a very high level, so I can really see like who's upstairs, like what they doing upstairs. I can see who's downstairs, and then I can see into their house. I mean, I'm not trying to be a creep, but I really can see. I'm trying to look at the view, looking for a view to see, but I see people's house. Yeah, so I mean, I love staying at my place, but yeah, the proximity a bit like
Too close.
too close lah. But I guess that they
Yeah.
are trying. Singapore is trying to cater to everyone, to make sure that everyone has housing, which is a good initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
For me, right, like you were saying that you stay at a lower level, so you can see the roads, and then maybe the people from the higher levels can see into your room. I'm the one at the higher level, which means I can see into people's rooms and
Everything.
kitchens and living room. Although right now I don't stay in a PTO, we bought a resale flat. My mom bought a resale flat. But previously in my house, I lived at Sembawang. It was like one of the first projects in Sembawang to roll out BTOs, right? It was okay for the good maybe like 10 years or so. And then they started building a new BTO flat right outside of where my BTO is. So for example, my BTO is here, right? There's like a little small road for the cars to come in
It's so
and like
close.
drop off people at my block. That road and then the BTO.
so close.
It's so close. And my BTO, my Sembawang flat was a 4-room flat. So because I lived at a higher level, right? Sometimes, you
Look
want
at
to
the
look
world.
out, like you said, you want to look out at the views,
Yeah.
romanticize your life a little bit, look at the sunset, look at the clouds. But sometimes, you cannot, you just happen to see into someone's room or in this story, the kitchen, and see some stuff that you might not want to see lah. And it's specifically in the kitchen.
Okay.
And the best part about this story is that I was not the one that saw it. My mom was the one that saw it, and then she was like, Rachel, come and look. I'm like, what? I thought maybe she found something nice to look at, or like she saw like something. No, she dragged me to her room, to the window, and she was like, look down. It's right there. I'm like, look at what? What car? She's like, no, not car. There, the couple. And I saw it.
Oh, your mind is corrupted now.
And I saw it. And yeah, so that's life of living at a higher level in a
I
BTO.
mean,
That's something
everyone-
that's so...
Yeah.
PD just asked how old I was. I wasn't that young. I was like maybe I think I was 15, 16,
Okay.
around there. So I kind of,
Yeah.
I know what it is. I know what they're doing. It's not that I was 6 or 7. But still,
6 and 7, she cannot look out the mother carrier. What? You see that one?
Never mind, you see.
What?
What
The
are they doing? Hey, you never know. Maybe that's her way of teaching me.
beat her?
Okay, but not okay. It's not like it was one level down. It's the same level. It's not. It's like a few levels down. So
what
even if I say
you
hi, I don't think they can hear me unless I shout.
Oh my
Okay, so my
God.
PDs were saying that if I was super young, I would have been like, "Hello, Uncle Auntie, what are you doing?"
Imagine the mom really want her to see her. She will bring a chair. Like, come, I want you see.
What are they doing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's one of the stories.
I
that
mean, everyone has to live their life.
Oh
so
my goodness.
it's just unfortunate for them that people, a specific group of people saw it, but it's fine. They
You know
probably
what?
don't know lah.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
I don't know who they are. They don't know who I am. So even
We don't judge, you know. They can do.
yeah, they're happy.
End of the day,
That's
it's their house,
fine.
so
Maybe
they
they
can do
have a kid
whatever.
running around now.
Yeah, but please, if you want to do private things, please do it in your own rooms,
Maybe they like.
close, because then little children can see.
It is a good way to teach them, I guess.
Young children,
Exposure therapy.
no, we will find time to show them how it looks like or how it works, or educate
Oh my
them.
goodness, it's so funny.
Oh,
Honestly, I don't
that's
even know if my
mad.
mom remembers it, but because for me, I was still like a kid, right, in the house. So
So
like,
there's
it's a
something-
core memory for me about that house.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's how close it is. Sometimes, like you said, like you can see into other people's like kitchen and like their dining table area, right? So
Yeah.
for me, my room specifically, when I look across, it's the kitchen and the living room. And then because it's so close, I can see into their outer corridor. So like the corridor space
That
of
is crazy
so that is
close.
super close.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I couldn't even see like the corridor across, but my sofa is propped. I mean, it's where it usually is in a HDB flat. So I can, when I lie down on my sofa, I could really see. So I like will just have my night exploration. I'll just like look. I'll just like see what they doing. Sometimes it's really nice, I see families having dinner together, which
Aw,
is
that's cute.
in my
Yeah,
family is
that's
quite
cute.
rare at these times. But to see them, like have dinner together is so cute, and like yeah, but actually it's really not a good thing for houses to be that close. I mean, I'm pretty sure older buildings or older houses, there's always it's always quite a distance.
Yes, it's a good amount of
Yeah,
gap. So
that
right
you
now,
wouldn't be
like,
able to look into their house.
yes, I mean technically
You can, but
you
it's
can,
not
but it's not that close. Like you
Yeah,
cannot see
yeah.
the details of what
Yeah,
they're doing. You can
yeah.
kind of see the door and their living space, but not to the point of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Do you have any more?
Yes, so
housings
I
horrors?
have the other story that I remember from the Sembawang BTO, not as NSFW, but it made it into the news. So I'm not sure if you guys remember or saw, but for me, maybe because it's like literally in that same block, that same BTO, the news BTO block, they had a police stand down of like I think over 17 hours because this guy locked himself into the flat with his girlfriend's 2-year-old son.
Oh no.
Yeah, and the son was crying and like I mean obviously because
dear.
I'm assuming it's not his child. I don't remember the details exactly, but I'm assuming it's not his child. So I would assume that he's crying hysterically because he wants his mom. Yeah, so apparently people saw them and they look like a normal couple and no one suspected a thing. And I guess in that BTO housing, they don't really talk. Like there's no like kampong spirit as you will. Like they don't like say good morning, hey, I know your name. Like how are you doing? How are your kids doing? They don't really do this kind of interaction. It's kind of just like a hi bye moment, maybe a casual good morning, if you will. Yeah. So they don't suspect anything. And then so when this thing happened, it was such a big shebang.
Damn.
And okay, because it's so close, it's at my living area. So it's my living room, but my sofa is like the window. And when I sit on my sofa, I can just have like a front row view of what's going on with the police stand down, right? And honestly, to me, it was quite scary. I think this happened when I was 16. Oh, so many things
But
happened
it
when
was
I was
a
16.
child
Ah.
though.
Yeah.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah, 2-year-old child, Yeah. It's quite scary, to be honest. But I mean, all in all, it was okay. Like everything, like he came out eventually. I don't remember what time he came out, but he came out with the child, and the child was put back into custody with the mom. And then I'm pretty sure he went to jail or at least got
Just
fined.
read the news.
Yeah,
Sembawang.
find the news. Yeah, Sembawang police showdown or police stand
Something.
down, something like that. You will
Yeah.
find the details.
My stories are not even as interesting as yours. I got complaints though about my current BTO. I'm not gonna specify a lot of things, but so my house, my block is built where there's a hawker center
Okay.
at the second level.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very convenient, but their exhaust system is not that great. Really? So where the all of the smoke is coming out,
Okay.
it's where my kitchen window is, and that's where my laundry is.
Oh no.
So imagine like okay, cause we usually go out for work like during the afternoons, like the morning till
Yeah.
the evenings, right? You don't really experience it, but while you're home during the weekends, you can really smell everything. It will just like
Ooh.
go into your whole house. It's just not great.
Oh. Even when you close the windows, it still comes
I
in.
mean, I have to close the window for the smell to not be there. But
Yeah.
then I just want to air my house out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I don't know, the exhaust system is really not great. And like sometimes when I hang my clothes outside, right, then the clothes will really smell like fried food.
At least you smell yummy while looking yummy.
Oh, stink, man. Oh, that's not a great smell. Please, if it smells like fried food, please wash. I don't know if anyone knows this block in Woodlands. Woo! Yes.
That's the ghost block, right? Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I remember that block. You have stories from there?
I used to live there. Mm. Yeah. But personally, right?
Whoa.
I mean, good for me. I have not experienced anything. But yeah, I've heard stories lah. Honestly, stayed there for quite a while. And I've heard a lot of stories from my neighbours. That they hear knocking on the door. Yeah, this turned into a horror episode real quick, but this is very interesting because I stayed there for very long, but then I myself, I mean, good for me, I didn't experience anything, right? But for other people that have stayed there for, I mean, way longer than me, they have experienced quite a lot of things. So, in case you guys don't know, there's this block it's a rental block in Woodlands. It used to be sorry, what is it? It used to be a quarantine space for SARS.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a while back. That happened a
Okay.
very long time ago. So there's a lot of things that happened in that block lah. So when I went in, I was, I think 9. When I was 9. So when I lived there, I mean, of course that block, right, was very much a change because units are very like close to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that being said, I was actually quite close to my neighbours, and my neighbours have said like, hey, have you heard like people knocking at your door, like middle of the night? I'm like, no eh. Then how about your like, did you knock on your walls? I said no, we were asleep.
Oh my goodness, wait, that just sorry, that just reminded me of a story that my grandma experienced in her house in Ang Mo Kio. So she's insisting that it's her neighbors, and that caused like a whole feud that I'm not gonna talk about it now. But it just sounds so weird. Okay, because her house, like the kitchen area, is facing a very forested park. It's not a park per se, but it's just very big trees, super big trees, and so it gets very dark at night. And personally, for me, I grew up there, and I've always found that part creepy.
Yeah, I mean,
but my
it's dark.
grandma has always said that every night in her room specifically, she would hear people knocking on the walls.
Her bedroom wall is beside the neighbor.
Yes. So that's why she's insisting that it's her neighbor. But
Could be two things though.
it could be, yeah. It could
One
be
is
two
the
different
neighbor
things.
trolling her. Another one is really something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for my neighbor, they are asking like, "Hey, you hear they knocking?" And I'm like, "No leh." But I didn't experience anything. They're like, "Oh, because through the night, people have been knocking."
Through the night.
Yeah, top, top, top.
Oh my
Top, top, top. And
goodness.
sometimes it's like their walls, and sometimes their gate. Yeah. And I think there's a few times when they came out, like, but there's no one. Yeah. It's crazy.
Wait,
And
that's so creepy.
my block, right? It goes in a C shape.
Okay.
So there's this, I'm staying at the outside, so it's facing road, so it's fine. But there's this one part of the block where it's quite dark. I will never, never, ever, ever go there. I went there, I walked through that part once. Scared the hell out of me. Like, honestly, it was so dark, and because that people who put like, you know, their shoe cabinets outside, and mind you, the corridor is already very squeezy and small, and they put their furnitures there. Oh my gosh. And I like, really, it was so dark, and I was so scared. I was so young. I had to walk through there alone because I don't know where my mom went. Yeah, my mother at home. Yeah. So she left me there, and then after that I like, luckily I had a phone with like the light, right? So I like cannot find. Cannot find. It was so dark. Well, I ran home, okay? It was so scary.
Goodness.
Yeah. But actually I love my time like staying there lah, because I made friends, like really, really good friends, which I grew up with. But now, yeah, thinking back, I will not go back.
Rate it out then.
For I mean, I was blessed, we were all blessed that to be able to have a house there, to be able to stay there. But like the experience there, 4 out of 10.
So what made the block creepy was the whole quarantine for SARS?
Yeah, I mean they said there were a lot of stories that came out. I think like a mom and a child died or something, like they jumped.
Oh my goodness.
Something like
Okay, I
that.
don't remember any of the stories, but all I remember
another
hearing
story.
about the block was because my dad always drove around that road to go Causeway Point.
Ah.
And then every time he drives, he's like, I see the ghost block. You naughty?
go
I
there."
put you there.
No, you never naughty, you can find me.
Yeah.
I take care of you.
But we don't know each other. Maybe we'll be stuck in the dark corridor, like, oh my god, where's my mommy?
We both just two dumb kids. Where's my mom?
Where's my mommy? My mommy at home. Okay, your story. You were saying your
Yeah,
story.
no, actually, there was I think a suicide case. There was there as well. Yeah, I saw.
Whoa.
Actually, there's a lot that happened in that block, which, for me as a child, I stayed there for up till when I was in. I mean, I was past out my teens lah. Yeah, so
you stayed there quite some time,
I
actually.
had some time actually. So I actually experienced. I mean, I saw a lot of things. Yeah, all in all, I liked staying there because of the people, my neighbours. I actually bumped into my neighbour, my childhood friends, recently. We're all grown up.
That's cute.
Yeah,
That's cute.
yeah.
That's cute.
Not close anymore, but like, you know, we are still able to like say hi bye and still
That's
hold a
cute.
conversation, which is nice.
I don't even think I'll be able to recognize my childhood friend anymore.
Yeah.
Like from my Ama's
Yeah, there's just one like specific family that we were quite close to. So it's always me that hang out with like the siblings, because by the way, for me and the brother that was older than me, our age gap is quite big. So I wouldn't be able to be in the same friend group as my brothers, so I will always have my own friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so being able to have them to spend time with actually is quite nice.
That's
It's like,
cute.
yeah, cute friendship.
Aw.
Cute friendship. Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, if we're gonna talk about like slightly creepy things that you've experienced, I don't know if I was just delusional or if I was just like extra tired at night.
Don't doubt yourself.
But it was always the same old toilet at my Sembawang house. It's the same toilet. It's a common toilet, and it's my Sembawang house is structured in a way where it's the corridor, and then the common toilet is on one side of the corridor, and then it was my room, and then the study room, and the master room at the end of the corridor.
Yeah.
Right. So the common toilet is facing my room, and we will always close it because like my mom says it's feng shui.
Yep.
But I close it because number one, I don't like the smell of the toilet coming into my room. Number two, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't know if I was just really tired that night, but I was brushing my teeth at night and I was facing the mirror, brushing my teeth. And you know how sometimes when you're younger, you want to wash your face very fast because you scared something behind you. That's exactly what happened, okay? I washed my face very, very fast because I felt something was off. Okay.
Sorry. It's just so funny. Because as children, we always do that.
Yeah, exactly. So you would do that. So
You just
I was
scare yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing that, right? And I washed my face. I was like, oh, faster. I'm scared. And I looked up into the mirror and I saw something behind me.
Oh, shit. Okay, not funny anymore.
It's not funny. I actually saw something behind me. It was like for a split second and then it just vanished. It was a woman. It was a woman and she had long hair. I cannot remember the details exactly, but I know that it was a woman with long hair. And I was like, whoa, and I almost closed my eye. I scared myself
The PD
so
just-
bad.
Whoa.
Sorry, PDs. I scared myself so bad. I was like, whoa. And I just froze. I was like a deer in headlights. I froze. I know I should have probably bolted out of the toilet because there was something behind me, but I froze.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a natural.
Yeah, and then
Reaction.
ever since then, every time I use the toilet, I will just open my eyes big, and brush my teeth, wash my face. I wash half side of my face,
you
wash
don't-
other half side of my face. I'm scared. I got so
Face
scared.
the mirror lah, then you face outside. Face the door.
Then the BTO block can see me. Wash my face.
This is how I brush my teeth. My nighttime routine.
It's like, hi auntie, uncle, you want to see my nighttime routine for skincare?
Yeah, maybe when at night you can see more interesting things, eh?
What kind of interesting thing? I
Let
don't want to see.
let your mind think whichever things you want to think of.
Right now, I can only think of like supernatural things because you were on a supernatural topic.
Well,
But that one was scary to me, and I think that was the biggest core memory I have of like a horror story in the Sembawang flat. My mom has way more. I can only remember that one, and I remember the other one, but I'll let my mom do the talking. Because she was the one that experienced it, and then she told me, she's like, every time my mom experienced something, she always told me, come here.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Come here.
she got the
I'm like-
feels.
So I was like, I'll scatter over. I'm like, okay, mommy.
It's like the spidey senses.
Yes, it's like the tingling. Yeah.
Right, so I think we should just wrap this episode up.
Yeah, we'll save the
Our-
other horror stories
Yeah.
for the next few
Maybe
episodes.
honestly we could just get like the rest of the team
Yes.
to share horror stories.
I'm sure everyone has at least one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know if I have other than the corridor.
There's actually the knocking of the gate, the walls. It's
But I
actually
didn't
quite-
personally experience
Oh,
it.
your
That's the
neighbours
thing.
did.
Yeah.
Right. That's still in close proximity.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx myself, but really I didn't experience it lah. Yeah, okay. So today went through quite a lot of things.
Yeah, actually. Went through the proximity of our BTOs and my stories. The very question about being pressured to feel to be attached because they want to move on to the next chapter of their lives. You have any thoughts?
I think you don't have to feel pressured. You can plan out your life, but don't feel pressured to, go into the next step when you're not ready.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Make sure that you are mentally, financially ready for big commitments.
Very, very true. I agree. I actually agree with that. Like, cause I've always told myself and my friends every time they're coming to me for advice, I always told them, your life is your own pacing. Don't follow whatever that you see on social media. Maybe what people post on social media may not be the path for you. It might not be the speed of life
Yeah.
for you, but it's okay. You don't have to feel pressure. If you do, completely valid.
Valid.
Very valid. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would feel pressure also lah.
I completely get also that the parent is trying to, get this her child to plan out the next steps of her life. It's just trying to figure out like, okay, what's next for her?
Yeah,
What
like the
can
next chapter in
what can the
life.
parent expect next? Because I feel like, you know, when it comes to big decisions, um, most of the times at this point of time we don't really involve our parents because it is a decision that is made between yourself and your partner. Yeah, so
Yes.
you were just out of the blue like, okay, I'm gonna BTO. Like you're gonna just tell your parents, hey, I'm gonna BTO. Then like, huh. And I also understand because I think she or he will be the last person that is in the house.
Oh.
Probably. Like for myself, like I am the last person that will be leaving the nest. Yeah, so that's what my mom has always asked me, like, okay, so what is next for you? Which is a very common question, I feel.
Yeah, we're reaching that age.
Yeah, we are at that
reaching
age. Yeah. But like what I said, actually don't feel pressured to, you know, get into relationships just because of
Yes.
BTO. I
Yeah.
mean, in any point of life, you are able to get BTO. Like, you know, when you can find a partner
Yeah.
that you feel comfortable to, you know, commit to a BTO, then yeah,
Yeah.
think about your next steps.
But if you're thinking of like, for example, like leaving the nest because maybe your parents do want their own space, you could consider rental. You can consider moving in with your friends.
Yeah. Share rental with a friend.
I've seen recently two social media influencers. I forgot their names, but
Oh.
they rented like a
Yeah.
shop house or something like that
Sure.
together,
Yeah.
and they made that their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shared the amount together.
Yeah,
You
rental
can
is a
consider
good
that
thing
too.
also.
Yeah.
Just for yourself to, you know, have that feeling of living on your own first.
Yeah.
To figure things out on your own.
Actually,
Yeah.
it changes so much perspective.
Yeah. But I feel the parent will be like a bit, my child already leaving the house, gonna be alone. Okay, but parents will be like that where they will like, okay, when you want to go? Then later, you gonna leave already?
Parents behind the scenes, PDs, any comment?
My mom will be like that lah, where she'll be like, okay, when you gonna get a house? Then she'll be sad if it really happens.
Yeah, my mom too.
Yeah, but I think it's just for her way of pushing me to, you know, move forward.
Yeah.
Just not be stagnant because I think I've been working for quite a while already, and she's just trying to figure out, okay, what's next for my daughter, and like what does she have to prepare for? Yeah.
Oh.
Right, me sad lah. I actually thought about this. I got really very very, very sad. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna leave my mom.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it. Oh my god. I think I'll
Yeah.
be so
Very
不舍得,
emotional.
you know, to leave my mom.
Push shutter.
I don't remember what is 不舍得 in English.
Unbearable.
Yeah, unbearable. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your 2 cents? Actually, do you say your 2 cents already?
I agree. Like I agree with you.
She
yeah.
agree with my 2 cents.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with her 2 cents.
cents.
Make it 4 cents.
I really will say that. I already called it in my head. Like, she confirm say 4 cents. Okay.
Okay lah. 4 cents not that big.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I agree. And like I said, the perspective of not perspective, your perspective will shift after you move out, but only when you're prepared.
Yeah.
Like you said, only when you're prepared. Because being mentally ready is so important. I cannot stress how important it is. Because if you just throw yourself out there, but you're not ready for at least like one thing, at least one thing. If you're not ready for anything at all, I think you're just gonna be lost. And then on top of being pressured, you're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good feeling. If you have support, that's really good. But all in all, it is still your life. You still make your own decisions.
Don't let the social media like affect you as much.
Yeah, social media is social media for a reason.
Yeah, I mean for them, they are sharing it just because for their own memories, but don't let it affect your timeline. Like you have your way of how you want things to go. So just let that be it and just work towards it.
Yes.
Yes. PD said.
Not bad, ah? We got our approval. Now we can wrap it up.
Alright, so thank you so much for listening.
Yes, we hope you've enjoyed this episode, and the next few episodes will probably be the horror stories episodes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to.
If you're trying to get in a Halloweeny mood, you know what to do.
We should
Tune
come
in
into.
to our
We should
episodes.
wear costumes. Set this whole office like a Halloween set.
We can try. I don't
We'll
know
see
how
lah.
that's
If
gonna
we
play
have
out.
the
We can try.
resources, we
Yes,
will
we
do
can
it.
try, we can try.
If we have the time, we will do it.
Oh my goodness, I've decorated my internship office for Halloween before. I did the Stranger Things light and letters on the wall. Actually quite cool.
See, you see.
But our wall is a bit
Alah,
colourful.
we have other areas in the office where we can use to spice it up a little bit.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. It's a
Yeah,
surprise.
and it's not gonna be us. The next few episodes, I feel we're trying to get more of our other team members to
yes.
come in to share their stories, to share their insights and their thoughts on everything. So stay tuned.
Bye bye.